Hey guys, so today I am joined again by Josh.
Hello.
And we're just going to get right into vinyl haul. Recently, we went around to our favorite record stores in the area. They're about 30 minutes away, but we frequent them, and so we got some cool finds. The first thing I got was, this isn't a vinyl obviously, but I just wanted to mention it. It was a Green Day Warning CD, but it's in this cute little package. It comes with the CD, obviously, and the CD has like extended content on it, so it's got like a music video, I think like a 20-minute show, but it also came with this cute little book. It's a lyric book, and it's got a bunch of pictures, and I'd never seen this before. I saw it on eBay, but it was in like a larger set, with like a carrying case and some other stuff too, so I got a good deal on this, and I couldn't pass it up.
I've been on a pretty big Alice Cooper kick lately, and I have all of his classic records except for this one, Alice Cooper Goes to Hell. Great songs on this one. Not one of his most popular, but it's great.
Cool. Something else I picked up, it kind of has sentimental value because I used to listen to two of these songs when I was a little kid. I've actually never heard the rest of the album. Just the two songs that I know, but it was only a few bucks. So I picked up Dr. Hook's Greatest Hits. The songs that I know are The Cover of the Rolling Stone and Sharing the Night Together. It is surprisingly clean, so I just really couldn't pass it up. So yeah.
Nice. This one is gonna get a couple cringes. But I found it at the record store for $10. It's super clean. I mean, I'm not that into it, but there's a couple songs that I do really like Stupefy. $10, I had to get it.
Yeah. Whenever you see a deal on an album, like when it's not like 20 or 30 bucks and it's got a few songs, like you pretty much have to get it, even if it is cringeworthy sometimes.
Yeah.
So the next album that I picked up, so there's a little bit of a story. I'm in a Beatles interim right now, which is just like a 1-month long class at the college I go to. But we're listening to the entire discography, we're watching documentaries, watching their movies, etc. So I picked up the Beatles' first album, Please Please Me. This is obviously a re-release. This is not an original. But I picked it up for like $15, and it's like pretty much brand new. But it's a re-release from like, I think 2012, but it's super shiny. This is an underrated Beatles album in my opinion. Their later albums get a lot of credit, but this one is like one of the greatest, what's it called? One of the greatest debuts of all time in my opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I also picked up a couple Beatles. I picked up my favorite Beatles album of all time, Rubber Soul. I mean, just looking past songs like In My Life, I think my favorite on here is Norwegian Wood and Think for Yourself.
Great songs.
So yeah, I picked up that one, and I also picked up a copy of Sgt. Pepper that's really clean for $10. I was surprised to see it for $10. So those are my two favorite Beatles.
So now we both have a copy of Sgt. Pepper. Sgt. Pepper, everybody loves the album.
That's like saying I already have $100. Why do you need another one?
Yeah.
You can never have too many copies of Sgt. Pepper.
Agreed. And there's so many, like when you're looking on Discogs. The Beatles albums, like whenever you pick up one, I'm sure a lot of you know, but they are just so hard to figure out which version you have. Speaking of versions, I've been wanting the reissue of this album, but I found an original 1992 pressing of this compilation, Nirvana's Incesticide. I picked it up for $30. It's worth like maybe 40 or 60. So I've been wanting this album for a long time, but I kind of wanted, sometimes just for certain albums I'll want an original version, and this one isn't even opened. This is still sealed. Obviously I will open it because I buy records to play them, unless I have like a million copies of them, but couldn't pass it up. Nirvana is one of my favorite bands, one of my favorite 90s bands, so had to get that.
Alright, so I've also been on a little Iron Maiden kick lately. and I've recently fallen in love with this album. I used to be kind of like Iron Maiden's only Bruce Dickinson.
Yeah.
But this album, this debut album with their first singer Paul Di'Anno is incredible. I think it's better than his second album, Killers. This is just insane. All the songs on here are great, and it's not even Bruce Dickinson. So, yeah, my last one, had to get this. I'm part of a group on Reddit called Vinyl Deals, and this album has been like $30 since it was released sometime last year.
Yeah.
And it literally just dropped to like 16, so I had to pick this up. This is probably in my top 3 Maiden records.
Wow.
Dream of Mirrors is my favorite song.
Cool.
So.
And we actually came across an Iron Maiden record in one of our local record stores. And sometimes I hate to be that person that's like looking at Discogs on your phone while you're in a record store, but sometimes you have to because you don't really know like if it is the actual version or if it could be, you know, from the original year, which is what we found for an Iron Maiden record, but
It was like an original press of Seventh Son of a Seventh Son.
but it was like from Canada, so it wasn't as like valuable. Was that why?
I think so.
Okay. Alright, and so the last one that I found, I mentioned it in the vinyl tag from last time, Tyler the Creator's Goblin. I have not heard a single song of this record, and I never blind buy records, because I feel like I have so many gaps in my collection. I feel like there's so many records that from albums that I know and love that I need to get before I like spend money on another record, but you know, spur of the moment, it was cheap. I love Flower Boy so much. I'm very behind in Tyler the Creator's music, so I absolutely had to pick up this one. It is a gatefold. It was like, what, like 14? Or
Yeah.
Maybe even $12.
It was really cheap.
Yeah, so it was like close to $10, so I couldn't pass it up. So yeah, that's it for this vinyl haul. There will be plenty more of these because all of our paycheck after bills goes to vinyl. So let us know what other vinyl videos you want us to do, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.